Good morning, family. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You would think, late as you is, you'd have had that together.
They did that at the store. They did that at the store, KC, but because my old phone was so old, everything transferred over, but it didn't transfer over and turn on.
You see me anyway.
Ain't nobody gonna see you. Oh, dang, we gotta do an introduction.
Tell one player, he was like, man, one player said the bishop, he said the bishop never noticed him. And he said the bishop, he said, man, paint your car bright or something, man, do something spectacular, then I might notice you. Yeah, so do something to make me notice you, you know what I'm saying?
Hello, Flint, good morning. My name is Jordan Sheridan. I am a journalist, not from Michigan, but I feel like I'm here more than my own home state. And I've been reporting on the Flint water crisis.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say that the actions from the police department in the last 2 days, I'm fully condemning the actions that have taken place.
Good morning, beautiful family. Salty Chef in the building. Wanda Jones Gaddis, good morning. I see the Gaddis clan, good morning. Deborah O'Neill tapping in from the D. Good morning, good morning. Go back and hit everybody. Green Eyes 15, good morning. Christine Chandler, good morning. Meat Freaks Barbecue, good morning. Concrete Jungle, good morning. Y'all know Meat Freak coming in from Palaca, Florida in the building.
My neighbor.
Under Corbett, good morning. DC in the building. And y'all smash that like button like my sister said. Smash that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. The beautiful Terry Nixon, good morning. We got Dr. Tom Padroni in the building. You know I'm always started on time. Dr. T, the beautiful LaWanda Terry.
I hadn't even talked to her yet, but Yolanda's quickly becoming one of my favorite people. She's already reminding people to subscribe if they haven't already.
For sure. For sure. Bonnie Vanner, good morning, tapping in from New Orleans. Then we got the Black Megatron, good morning, 704 in the house, morning. We got Cassandra Scott, good morning. The new VIP room, Flint Caskets, good morning. We got Andre Holland in the building. We got the beautiful Deborah Luna tapping in. We got Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis tapping in. And he spelled your name wrong. It's with a T, Gaddis, Pastor Gaddis. He said Wyver.
You know what? At least I'm not being called late for dinner.
Alicia Russell, good morning. Taz Montana 313, good morning. You heard Brianna Busted Bins and Shocks, good morning. Miss Lewis, good morning. And Brianna tapping in, you know, from the DMV, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. H. Bragg, good morning. Consuela Phillips in the building, the 706 in the building. That happened to be Georgia. Kobe Fatty, a.k.a. Elizabeth P. Finney in the building. Miss Odie, good morning. Nancy Adams, good morning. Elliot McCants, what I do, good brother. Yeah, Sandra Nichols Martin, good morning. Merck 76 in the building. Love Mama, grand rising to you. Mr. Thomas, what it do? Oh, for sure, Deborah. We grinding on this end. I'm shooting for 5,000. I'm shooting for 5,000. Barb Harrington in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And Miss D, would you tell them good morning to you, beloved, and smash that like button. She ain't playing. Michael Baringer. Am I saying it right? I'm gonna say Michael B. to keep it easy for me. You know it's Monday.
My head's saying Behringer, but I know that's wrong.
Yeah, that's what. Tasha Lynn, good morning. Carolyn Hendricks, the beautiful Carolyn Hendricks, good morning. Sunshine, thanks for tapping in. You ain't Sunshine from Harlem Nights, are you? I had to look up. Tapping in from Boston, good morning, good morning. Then we got Michael Cooley, the good brother, coming in from Greenwood, Mississippi. You know, I'll be waiting on my Mississippi family to tap in, my Georgia people family tapping in. I'm waiting on my Carolinas now. Grace and peace, good morning. Let's see what
I'm from the outermost suburbs. I'm from Flint, Florida now.
Pop Gaddis, who started the Gaddis clan in the building. Georgia boy, top of the morning to you. Then we got the beautiful Asaya Aquil, aka Mama Aquil. You heard Tidra Owens in the building. Good morning, good morning. M. Corsi, what it do? Tapping in from the 856. I ain't going. We going today though. We gonna get this thing started in a minute. Y'all know who we waiting on. The latest person as ever. Classy K, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. And she said that y'all, whoever this may be, he or male or female, let me just say Classy K said good morning, family. Did y'all get them complaints forms I emailed? I completed them for y'all to share to bumpers.
I didn't look at my email box.
You didn't look at Erica Gaddis, good morning. She tapping in, y'all, from California. Okay, my West Coast people gotta come. We survived the 4th of July. You ain't lying. Avis Hopkins, good morning. Good morning. Tiffany Annette, good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning.
No falsehoods detected.
Oh. Man, I gotta get these chords together. I'm telling you, I gotta get them together.
Man, I got to get you some good size dorm.
Then we got, I told you when my Cali people gonna tap in. Marcia A. Tarbert tapping in. She at the Las Vegas airport, crazy. You're gonna get there, beautiful. And you know what? Safe travels back to the crib. You heard? Crystal Monique, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. She said, not Harlem, just NC, LOL, for sure with that, Sunshine, for sure.
Man.
Hey, Alicia Martinez in the building. Good morning.
You kept up with the tropical storm just slammed into the Carolinas. I hope everyone's doing all right.
Yeah, prayers to the family in the Carolinas. Lolene Kimmons, good morning. I'm telling you, I'm getting my Mississippi family gonna tap in. Oh, no problem, Marcia A. Tarbert. You know, I gotta keep everybody have a safe and just, safe travel back home from over this weekend, this 4th of July fiasco. Sweet cupcake on break. Good morning. And Michelle Young, I do believe it should, but that's why I'm gonna wait on my I'm waiting on my the person who handled the religious side fires, the churches in Flint. I refer that to Winters because I only I deal with what I can deal with, and I move on. I'm not really in the Christianity sector. Miss Karaja Smith, good morning. Soon as she get here, we're gonna let her tap off into that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. As Montana said, the Central Texas floods were tragic.
27 unfortunately passed. Hit a lot of campgrounds. I think one of them was a girls' summer camp.
Wow. Prayers out to the families. Coretta House, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Wow. Yeah, prayers to the family. Wow, okay. What's the name said? Pastor Gaddis said it was the flooding there. Man, prayers for you and everybody in the Carolinas, North and the South. My 7th Wardian shooting a blank T. What it do? What it do? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Rose C. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It was. Chicago. I seen it was a violent weekend. Yeah, it was. Man, prayers out to the family out in the Shy. Prayers out. Lumi Herbert. Good morning, good brother. Thanks for tapping in. Okay, Big T said prayers out for Texas for sure. Good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Shantae Rollins. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Good morning, by the way. Eddie Gray. Good morning. Good morning. And we got the good guy, good brother. Very knowledgeable what's going on. RJ Cat in the building. And let me see what Felicia Martinez said. She said Mickey's roll call today is sponsored by the young man in Jackson, Mississippi, who blessed the people with $2,500 in food stamps by hacking into the system. He was a real MVP, and I hope the brother don't do hell a lot of time because they coming for him.
But we also don't condone felonies before someone says
We
Before
don't
someone
condone
says that we do
felonies.
that.
And the good brother Lumi says South Florida, Broward County, checking in at the 954 at your door. Let them know. Let me see what Mr. Thomas said. Elections have consequences, and they do. Republicans voted against updating the weather warning system in Texas. Wowzers.
They also had 5 meteorologists on staff on duty at the time. I don't think there's anything that could be done there.
Debbie Clark, the beautiful Debbie Clark, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you. We got L, the Golden Child, Sharp in the building. Thank you for tapping in. Jazzy Melody, the beautiful Jazzy Melody. Thank you for tapping in. Facts with Felicia said, we don't condone violence. Just say the humor in the situation. And it was funny. He was trying to
And
get
I love that it helps some folks too.
Yeah, that was a good Robin Hood. Facts, Marcia A. Tarver. She said prayers for the Texas flood victims and their families. I'm still waiting for my nephew in Houston to call me. He texts, but I need to hear his voice for sure.
Well, I'm glad he's okay.
D May, I'm thinking it is. D May, thank you for tapping in if your first time. And sorry if I miss your name. But blame it on the American education system. Precious, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. Good morning. I see Kenneth wanted to join us this morning. Thank you for joining, Kenneth. Then we got Unapologetic IB Keys in the building. We got Lanita Murray. Good morning. I've been sitting back. Like I said, I'm waiting on my the expert on Christianity in Flint to get here. We'll get to the weather then. But like right now, I'm waiting on her to get here. The weatherman can give an accurate forecast when they don't have access to weather satellites.
You mean the one that was replaced recently? While they took down the one from the NOAA that the Department of Defense controlled, the NOAA launched its own. Uses more sophisticated. This is why I hate like mass media, because if you watch Fox, right, you're going to get a spin one way and it's going to be complete BS. If you watch CNN, you're going to get a spin another way. It's going to be complete BS. This is why I have to watch BBC. I have to go out of the country to watch news for our own country so we don't get some BS spin trying to make one politician or another look good, because it's all just bullshit. Sorry. I ended up not freaking out, but arguing with the wife yesterday over a Fox News article she shared with me. I'm kind of tilted over it still. My bad.
You know what? On some things, cuts is being made. I will say this on certain things. All the cuts don't need to be made. I know people don't want to. Mr. Thomas said he don't watch Fox or CNN. But I do think some of the cuts that they is doing is going to affect a lot of things. Like I was looking at this AI stuff. AI going to put a lot of people out of jobs, but they think it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt more of the white collar jobs than any, because at the end of the day, blue collar jobs.
A lot of them, yeah. But Amazon actually is running more robots in its warehouses right now than has actual employees in the United States.
But at the end of the day, you still going to need humans to do a lot of these jobs. And these white collar jobs, what I'm talking about, like far as accounting, is you gonna really need an accountant when you can got a AI can go ahead and do the numbers for you?
You can probably cut that staff down to like 10% of what you had just to go over the AI, because AI isn't always 100% correct. Just a couple little spot checks, and it's going to cut a lot of jobs out there.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people going to be, especially in the tech world, a lot of them going to be getting cut out, because where you just say you might have a staff of 200, you might only need a staff of 50. You know what I'm saying? So I can see I can see a lot. I can see a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but a lot of the cuts that's going on, some of it is crazy.
And it's crazy to me that we're moving so fast into AI that's replacing so many people's jobs when we're not in a post-scarcity society. In other words, people are still struggling for the basic needs, right? Like, it would make sense if everyone has their basic needs taken care of already. Okay, everyone's got food, everyone's got shelter. We don't really have to work as much now because these are just basic taken care of. But we're rushing to replace people's jobs for some folks to save some money. But what are the folks going to do that, spent, say, 4 years in college becoming an accountant? Now AI just replaced them. What are you going to do now? You've got a worthless college degree to go what? Flip burgers now?
Good morning. No, that's what I'm saying. It's just a lot of the technology that they doing. But to me, I just feel like if you're not an entrepreneur in the day and age that we're going in, you're going to suffer. If you don't create your own, because they trying to find ways to cut their staff anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So common sense, good morning. You're going to really finna be jammed up. But if you ain't creating your own, you finna be like jammed up.
Right. And looking at your fellow Seventh Wardian here, asking if we saw the cop robot in Detroit. I saw a robot, Jon Snow actually in the chat here. He sent me a clip of one running around streets of Detroit, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I thought it was AI video for a minute. I didn't know what was going on. That's just crazy. Yep. See, Taz just popped up with the same thing that we were just talking about.
You see what Yolanda just said. But some people gonna take this, and I said, not to mention Memphis is suffering from the AI supercomputer problem. People are getting sick left and right.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the waste heat, and waste water that comes from that. So when you have a server farm, right? I mean, hell, you can just put your hand next to your tower, Mickey. You're going to feel a lot of heat coming off that. Imagine a room filled with computers working 6 times as hard as yours. Mm-hmm. How much heat that's going to put off? So they water cool them. But that water going through there is basically the same as going through Flint water pipes. It gets corroded, it gets nasty, and they just dump it out back into the water system. Or all the heavy metals exposed in the area. I want to say it's in Georgia, just north of me, about an hour. There's a Meta super site just full of servers, and is causing a lot of health problems for people in that area. It's only been up for about a year.
They don't care. I'm looking at press. It said HUD has eliminated 90% of its workforce. Let that sink in. I'm looking at it.
We got hit with the not germane. I think that's us anyway.
Mm-hmm. How many? No. I know what she's talking about. She said, "Question: How many registered voters are there in the third ward?"
Oh,
I have no idea. But you know what? We can find out in a minute. Latoya Collins, good morning. Kate Sabin, good morning. If I missed anybody's name, I'm sorry. Good morning. Thank y'all for tapping in. Blaming on my attention span. Good morning, beautiful cousin Maria Carter. Thank you for tapping in. I'm still recovering from too much rest.
So there are a couple sites you can go to check out, and it gives you voter information, but they all want you to pay. One of them, if you have the money and it's rather cheap, is goodparty.org. You put in certain criteria. Hey, like I'm running for 3rd Ward Flint City Council, and it'll tell you like how many people there to knock doors. I'm going to continue going through and see what I can find here.
Lenora Seal, good morning. Classy K says no one knows. Voter rolls aren't updated. AI need to replace the clerk. Wow, Stanley Wood, good morning.
I'm not mad at that. It's completely true.
It's like I say, this whole thing is it's terrible. Like how they have been the rules for people to get sick and they don't care. And it's called the power of the dollar. That's what you're really seeing, where they messing people up. All you do is go back, look by the 3rd ward, the chemicals out there over there by with a project in that area. In that area off Carpenter Road, the 3rd ward over there. Like they said, fires, asthma, the polluted air. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, they do not care. The bottom line is the dollar. Oh, Christine Chandler said, my first time hearing and learning about AI was in 93. 1993. Nobody was interested in what he was saying. Nah, I bet you they paying attention now. I'm like Shooting the T said. How much damage is the 5G tower doing to the neighborhood that Chris Martin is cashing in on? That's the thing. Do you think he care? Like a lot of this stuff that's going on with our politicians. These corporations have really took over. Same playbook, different area codes. Facts, Yogi G. Same playbook, different area codes. Same. You hit it on the nose. Have they found a replacement spot for the air quality equipment that was stolen? Probably. I wonder was they even wanted to let us know, cuz was that just to say something for now to see was we up on what we was doing or not? Very, very downright despicable. Boy, air quality.
Well, this is interesting.
Beautiful Sherry Allen. Thanks for tapping in. We don't know how. I mean, if you go look how many voted in the what's the name? What was it? How many votes was it all together? What was it? 500 something all together because AC Dumas and Miss Biggs had 320 together, 330.
Yeah, and then
and LaShawn had
like 2 less.
Yeah, so you add that'll be like.
Oh,
well, she had 160.
The most I can find online is, and this isn't even how many registered voters, but Third Ward has approximately 9,700 people. So, and I know not all those are registered.
Now let me see what Katie said. Katie said on the east side they're putting the lithium batteries, which is going to be horrible if they have any accidents.
Lithium batteries, when they catch fire, you can't put them out. You just have to let them burn. They'll burn through the street, buddy. Like, that stuff's nasty, and it puts horrible stuff in the air when it burns. One reason why me and the wife don't want a electric car, just in case someone smashes into it and catches that battery on fire. Maria Carter, if 90% of the jobs go away, then the country is somehow, some way going to have to do a universal basic income, which on principle I'm against, because I don't know where that money is going to come from. Now it's just generating out of nowhere, and our tax revenues are going to go down, and our country's budget is going to go to nowhere. There's going to be no income taxes, no FICA taxes, no Medicare taxes. So no idea what is going to happen with that. They're going to have to
that's what
get rid of it.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. What's today's date? Today the 7th, right?
Yep, 7/7/25.
Yeah. I'm over here texting.
Man, my phone was quiet all weekend. I got like 2 or 3 phone calls. That was about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Damn.
Law for the layman. Do you feel? Oh well, it is what it is right now. Law for the layman. I'm trying to see it. But I mean, listen, it is what it is. The Republicans is in office right now, so everything that's going downhill, the Republican Party got to handle it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. I can't be on Facebook. Like I got to take this off my screen. It was I had short videos, and those short videos, like, they just hypnotize you. I know so many people like myself that just you get lost in shorts for a couple hours at a time. Shorts, reels, whatever they are.
Yeah. But it's cool though. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Cheryl Brody's good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tapping in. Let me get to see what was going on. Well, like I said, I was looking at some of the stuff this weekend. I was sitting back. I see a lot of the political scene is real skeptical around here.
Really? How so?
It is. I'm talking about fires that big beautiful bill the Republicans passed. That's what I'm talking about.
I saw some stuff. Some people's complaints were legitimate. Some people's complaints were, if I have to be honest, just complaining to be complaining. Like this one guy from Kentucky, he said that the changes to the VA bylaws bother him because they took out some wording saying you can't discriminate based on this, that, or the third, but that's already federal law. So why do the bylaws have to have it? He also said that the big beautiful bill is going to make it harder for Kentucky vets to get benefits of X, Y, and Z. And I'm sitting here once again like, dude, it was terrible with so many people. Sometimes you need to reduce the amount of people working on the same thing to make it go faster. But it just seems like he's complaining to complain. Some other things I saw were legitimate, definitely. And then one of the things I saw that I happen to like and dislike at the same time is reducing the tax burden for suppressors and short barrel shotguns to 0, which means that they can just do away with the registry now. GOA, National Gun Rights Association, Firearms Policy Coalition have all already launched a lawsuit on that, which is cool. But yeah, they cut some funding in some areas that they didn't really need to, and our spending has gone through the roof again. And our debt limit has gone through the roof again. At this point,
hey, Dale,
go ahead.
No, I got your message, good brother. I just was I was gonna get at you on it. I looked at it. I looked at it this morning. I got it. All right, Trevor. She done walked in. Let me bring you on down. Bring her on up. Yeah.
They changed some things in StreamYard.
Yeah. Turn it on. Let me bring you on down. I got you. I know I turned this on. Oh, I turned it off. Let me see where we at. Who can afford Bruno Mars? Wasn't that a Bruno Mars lookalike? Lydia McNeely, good morning. Is your cell number still the same? Yeah, Pastor Gaddis, what's going on? Yeah, this the time she usually pull in.
Good morning.
Pastor Gaddis, what's going on, brother? You text me, you know that my number ain't changed. Talk to me. What's going on? Mr. LC to you, good morning. Said Bruno Mars ticket. Shit, I got Bruno Mars ticket. Michelle Smith, aka good morning. Said Bruno Mars ticket. I think that was a Bruno Mars impersonator.
That was Uno Mars.
I don't think it was could we have affordable to just clone Bruno with all the ground money we embezzled?
Morning.
Oh, you will call me.
Ding. RJ.
And there it is.
Let's go. Wake up.
Heron.
Wake up.
Good morning.
Wake up. Right now, it's 64 degrees. It feels like it's 64. We're going to have cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy this afternoon. High 76. Winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Ooh. It do feel like it feel like a Monday after a holiday. I don't know. I think I'm still asleep from all them damn fireworks.
See somebody. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. No, that ain't one Bruno Mars.
Well, shouts out to ATN News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world. Around here, we call him Spacely Sprockets. Today, we're just gonna call him Megaphone Mick.
It says Grand Rising. What do you think about that Miami mayor? You know what? I ain't seen nothing about the Miami mayor. I ain't, I didn't watch the Miami mayor.
Who?
I'm really reading what Christopher Sims put in the chat. He said, Grand Rising, what do you think? Good morning to you, good brother. He said, what do you think about that Miami mayor and council voting not to have an election?
Canceled all their midterms.
Which will allow them to sit an additional year, no charter rules followed at all. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
They seen Flint do it, so why not? They said, well, hell, up there in Flint, they kept the same president and vice president for a year. So down here in Florida, we're just going to cancel the fucking midterm elections. And that's what they did.
Donald Doom is in the building. The only Doomies, probably the only Doomies that like 810. I believe we're talking to you're talking to Trevor. My bad, Javier. I just jumped in somebody else's conversation. I didn't see that though, so they just broke their charter too.
Yeah, I seen where they canceled their preterm elections, midterm or whatever they call them down there.
So you can just do anything now.
That's what they do, and it seems to be working quite well down there, well, all over the U.S., especially with that big, beautiful bill or whatever he just passed. I didn't think that damn big, beautiful bill was gonna pass.
I don't see why you didn't think it wouldn't.
Because everybody, they want to just be Trump. We love you. We love you, Trump. We love you. We love you. That's how the crowd be.
I'm to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say like what he doing
is wrong. I am.
What Trump doing? Each party get to do it. It's nothing different. Each party, when they had a House and the Senate, they push their bills through.
Yeah, but this beautiful bill is cutting off healthcare to a lot of people. It's going to close a lot of them rural hospitals and stuff. People not going to have access to healthcare again. It feels like he's taking us back to a third world country, the United States of America, land of the free and home of the brave.
But to be honest with you, but see, this is what happened when you let corporations really get they got to take over. That's why I'm like, but see, the thing is, and it's just being real. Who did we hear that they say always was on welfare?
Black folks.
Okay. When it came time, now this goes back to what Lyndon Johnson said, long as I could make the poor white think he got more than the black, they'll let me rock. They'll keep giving me their money.
And that's true.
That's what this is, because they thought, and don't get it twisted, this even going to the illegals. That's why, when I be saying, when you be looking at rules, when they be saying, well, you can't, they say, some say classism, but I still show you where the racism come in at. Show me the Latinos who voted for Trump.
They in line right now.
How mad is they?
I would say they in line, but it ain't the Disney World. I'm just saying.
But how mad was they though?
How mad was they?
They voted for him. They was Trump. They was Trump this, Trump that.
Yeah.
And didn't understand that when Trump got in, what he was finna do. But guess who brought him in? The Democrats. That's what I'm telling you. They brought him in, and then who voted for him?
Everybody.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I felt like the Democrats, they took more time trying to scare us with that Project 2025 than they did trying to get their own game plan. They knew that. And I don't feel like Joe Biden, like, I think he still wanted to run, but he was just messed up. They was just, once they caught that little flaw in the Democratic Party, like, oh, they ain't together. They really capitalized on that. And it's similar to me, like here in Flint, like with the Neely situation and everybody else. Like Neely is one thing about his side over there on council. If you want to call majority, well, half of them his side, they all together. They sing the same damn song.
Rodney
they
Thomas
vote the same way every damn time. One may go off when they know. When you hear Judy or Liddell or Leon vote yes for something that the other people want, that's because one of the other four ain't there. That's all it is. Good morning, King Rodney. Come on, let's get those likes up and those shares, people. Let's get it on today. Let's get it on. Let's do some things. What's wrong with you? tripping.
Man, I could have swore somebody knocked on the door.
I ain't hear nothing. That's in your head.
Maybe it is. Should have stuck your head out there.
What's going on, America?
Woodrow Green, good morning, good brother.
You know what, Woodrow? I got to go back and watch it. So he said Sister Taliba's show was hot yesterday. I implore all of you all to go back and watch the Revolution. It's televised on 810 every Sunday at noon.
We didn't get our cable back on at 3 o'clock.
Oh, ours came back on yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. I ain't caring nothing about no cables as long as that air didn't go out.
Yeah, no, the air was on, but nah, okay. I guess Xfinity, somebody just knocked it out for everybody, huh?
That was them damn fireworks.
Man, my stuff went off. It was off at 9 Saturday night.
Exactly. That was the fireworks. They've been doing fireworks here. Somebody told me the other day, well, it's a noise ordinance. They can't do them. I said, these folks ain't paying attention to no damn rules. They pop fireworks. Let me see, when was the 4th? Friday. They gave us a pre-show Thursday. Okay. Then they did the big bam pow on Friday. And then Saturday was left over for all the half offers and the folks that was too drunk on the holiday to make it to nightfall. They did all of theirs yesterday. If I don't hear another damn firework, not another, until next year, I'll be good. Now it's helicopter. Because now all we're going to hear is that chopper going around. Feel like it's about to land on your roof because they looking for somebody.
I couldn't. I had to come back. If I had to record from the crib yesterday, I wasn't gonna shoot no shows. But Lumi just said, "What's up, Raphael Bird? Thanks for tapping in." Nothing. He said that he had Xfinity problems last night for 2 hours. Man, ours was out from 9 o'clock Saturday to 3 o'clock yesterday.
Debbie Luna, you on here? Stanley Wood, you on here? Anybody downtown? Because y'all was supposed to be downtown this morning at 9 o'clock for Brooke and Delegate Sandy. Did anybody go down there? We got any reports of what's going on downtown? I see Big T in here. What's your name this week? I'm going to call you Big T this week. Next week, you're going to be a symbol like Prince. Big T, you ain't down there? We ain't got no coverage. What's going on down at the district court with Delegate Sandy?
Oh, hers, I can tell you this. Traffic is messed up coming through downtown.
They got half the streets closed. I was going down Grand Traverse this morning. They got, I think, 5th. I mean, they got cones and stuff everywhere. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Oh, thank you, brother Rodney Thomas. I'm telling you, you would be caught coming through traffic. I did my usual, like I did when they had when Jed them had that peaceful protest. I made that hot left on Court Street and kept going. I avoided the traffic. I sat through 2 lights just to get through there. People act like they don't know how to drive in Flint. I ain't never seen so much bad driving.
Darnell said he ain't never seen AC at the family reunion. # not my cousin. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That's Dumas. That's your cousin. I'm just saying, that's your cousin. So is the whole family sticking up for Christopher Martin? I'm just saying, I'm just asking a question, Darnell. I just want to know. Is the whole family sticking up for Christopher Martin? Because we know that AC was. But Chris didn't stick up for him. When Liddell came out with, y'all seen that post? I posted in Reboot. Liddell came out talking about the NAACP and folks calling her the hard ER. She got an email. She's scared again. And so I guess she was going to call the NAACP for help. But she said the NAACP here in Flint wasn't going to help her. And then he jumped on there. They're nothing. They're just a joke in Flint. No, Chris Martin, you're a joke. Well, they kind of are. But you a joke too. You a joke too. But I just thought that was just kind of like a little, that probably would have hurt AC feelings. Because AC took a lot of flack for you last week, Chris Martin. He did. He stuck up for you, gave a nice apology and everything on your behalf, accepted you back into the land of Christ. And then you just came right out and called his organization a joke. Now, you know AC feelings was hurt.
Well,
I'm just saying.
You said so. You think AC feelings was hurt, or did he let the cat out the bag? He working with the mayor.
I mean, hell, how many times we have to sit on here and tell him that? Y'all think AC was just being quiet because he ain't had nothing to say? When has AC ever been quiet?
Man,
Really? What has AC ever? He just got up there 3 months ago, and but I've been coming down here to the meeting since before Papa Jared was alive.
I'm good, Michelle.
And then now he just be gone all of a sudden. No,
the mayor got to him.
You don't see nobody else in the studio but me and Mickey. He didn't got to everybody. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. He didn't got to everybody.
Hey, Granny G, good morning.
That's all I'm saying.
Man, I bet. Hey, yeah.
What's up, Marie? Let me tell y'all, Maria mama got the best greens in the world. If y'all need some greens, call Maria. Have her mama make you some.
Only thing I'm gonna say is this: how much money you think AC got? Because Ashley Capital gave him 125.
The first time.
First time.
The second time, they gave him what, 250? Because he thought he did something because he doubled it.
No, but he did bring some money to the NAACP though.
Oh, for their Freedom Fund dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, why they ain't doing that for the community? Oh, stop. They're going to give out them scholarships to the can't say Flint youth because nobody from Flint they gave them out to last year. I'm just saying. I don't know what they do. I mean, I kind of got to agree with that man. I wonder how did a lot of people go to the Cathedral of Faith yesterday? Was their church services online yesterday? I know y'all know.
That's why I waited to talk about the church that you got here. You're my religious correspondent in the city of Flint.
You call me a religious correspondent.
Then I know how to use them big words. You know, and they say they have a political. You are my Christian correspondent to cover the church affairs in the city of Flint.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
I mean, you know more about the church. I don't know nothing about the Christianity here. I don't.
I'm still learning. Right, Maria. Was it full or empty? I don't know. I didn't
even ride by there.
Shardy said no, they weren't. They weren't what, full?
Or was it empty?
I'm just saying.
Tell them, Yogi G, it's Money Mondays at 8:10.
That's right. We want to talk business and some other shit. She said it was Money Mondays at 8:10. I like that.
Yeah, she said since people giving out money, it's Money Mondays at 8:10. And
they just bypass us.
I'm telling you, we need it. It's rough out here.
Shardy said he didn't see him on live yesterday. Well, I know you ain't blocked Shardy, so I guess they must not be on live. He didn't have me blocked since 2019, so I knew that apology wasn't real because you would have unblocked all the folks that you had blocked if he was coming.
I noticed a lot of people was like they couldn't see it because Chris had him. I said, "Damn, Chris got everybody blocked," but guess he ain't had blocked. That 8:10 page, I went right over there because he got me blocked.
Now you are blocked. You shouldn't have told him. You done gave away the avenue. Now we blocked.
Because but he was popping up on the 8:10 page. That's how I got to see it.
They all watch 8:10, of course.
I was saying, do you know people you may know? I saw him up on there. I said, sucker. Here you go. But I'm just saying.
Facebook will definitely let you know who's watching and who ain't watching.
And him in that second and fourth ward. And I didn't know Judy was watching us.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till I seen her pop up. People you may know on
the a picture of a cat. Meow.
Sucker.
I'm just saying. Meow. I mean, she look a little cattish. I'm just saying. Well, I'm supposed to say sorry that slipped.
Noble Matt, good morning. I'm just saying. Peter gonna be on your head.
Who?
Peter.
I didn't say she was killing the cats and eating them. I just said was it a picture of a cat? You said Judy popped up. I was like,
yeah. I'm just telling you, she watched. I mean, they was watching. I'm just saying what I seen on there. So usually when them people come in watching us on the YouTube, on Facebook side, that's how I go on back on their pages and look. Good morning, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Dodger boy, you got it. A little cattish.
I went right on there and I saw that Chris Martin. You know what? What'd you think about his apology? I'm gonna ask you. It's Monday. How you feel about it?
I like Big Dude Smooth's apology better.
His was diabolical.
Big Dude Smooth. Listen, y'all go and type it in or look on my page. Just scroll down some. Big Dude Smooth Thompson is his name. He came out with that Ruben Studdard song, I'm Sorry. And it was playing, and then he had on that blue shirt, and he was tightening up them lips and eyes like Chris Martin. did was trying to get out a tear, but it wouldn't come out of his eyes either. That he was, thank you, big, beautiful Money Monday, Stanley Wood. I love it. I love the money. I love it. I love it. He just did that because he got caught. We said that
he
last
told
week.
The truth. What I liked about big dude, he told the truth.
Who?
Big dude that was doing impersonation.
I thought you was talking about Chris Martin.
No, I'm talking about the dude that did the reenaction.
He
gave you really what Chris Martin was saying off camera.
You messed up them ties and off coming into church.
Now, I believe that was really happened. Mm-hmm. If you think he was all church and holy when them came out, if you don't think he was raised in hell at home, you got life bent out of backwards. Because I'd have been, listen, I got in trouble for less.
What? Big Money Monday. Shit, Yogi G, I'm gonna have to copyright that. Look at it. We got another one coming in from Maria Carter. Oh, I love the money. For the love of money. Kawana Mac, come on here and sing that song for us. Don't sing for Ed.
Thank you for the super chat, Maria Carter, $10 and Stanley Wood. No, it was funny because I'm telling you, but when he did the part when he was off, that's the part to me, I was like, Chris Martin was really saying that.
I believe he was.
I know he checked his son. Look. Everybody got parents. You know, if you mess up your parents' money, do you know if you money?
But you know what?
My mama would have. We'd probably been still scrapping now. She'd have still been fighting me right now about that money. Do you understand the condition that the money that was blue from them leaked text messages from the family group chat?
That ain't his cousin. That's not his real cousin, Big T. They may just be like cousins, like we say cousins. That ain't his real cousin.
I'm just saying, what that brother did, the part that he did, I believe that was Chris Martin all the way down to the blunt. If Chris Martin ain't lit up a blunt, I don't know. Oh, hit the bottle, allegedly. If you don't think he done took a drink, if you think the Martin's household right now ain't, if you think the son, listen, I remember I got one of my old man cars towed up, and I knew how he flipped out over that. And it was just one of his what was that, the little trap mobile like Liddell had. It wasn't the good cars I got towed up. I got one of his cars towed up, and it wasn't me who towed it up.
Who was it?
Don't worry about it. It wasn't me, and he cussed me out for down there 9 months.
Granny G. $5.
So can you imagine? Super sticker, Granny G with the $5. So can you imagine what he told his son?
Who?
Chris, you brought this on us.
He said, yeah, this your fault. You better take them damn pictures, because he take pictures. And I didn't even know that he was a photographer until LaShawn Neely girl Johnson told me.
Deborah Luna just
and she said,
somebody.
"Woo, Lord, gift them, girl, gift them." I ain't even heard of that before, but whoever that is,
who you say it is,
AGKDTS.
We gotta put something together for the members now. We gotta put something together for the members. Debbie Clark with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, beloved.
Thank you so much.
We gotta put something together for the family.
It's looking lovely, baby. It's looking lovely.
But we still trying to raise that $3,000 though. Now you forgot we got things we gotta do now. We gotta put some. We gotta raise like I would have said 10. I'm gonna stick to 3.
Shit, I don't know why he lowballing himself. We need 10. You start high. Then your mom always teach you start high. You don't lowball yourself. We need 10.
So you see how you said what your mama told you. So what you think the mama telling the son right now?
Get your shit and get out.
My mama
would no longer can take care of you.
My mama would have put me out.
Would have been gone. But that's what I was saying. LaShawn, she was geeked because she was telling me he took pictures of my daughter and he got a building or somewhere on Saginaw Street.
He can get that money back then.
Because she was like, he put my daughter's picture up in his window at his
You think she still want it in the window now?
She probably do. I'm telling you, Neely picked a fine one there. That's all I'm saying. He picked a fine.
Oh, Stanley Wood said we should have went for the is that 100,000?
X 100. 100.
Oh, it said his business at the and you know what? I think y'all was trying to set us up. I think
ain't that something?
They was finna set us up.
We didn't.
All our ops is down there.
See, God knew.
All our ops is down there.
God knew.
All we was gonna be doing was gonna be nothing but a big battle royale down there.
God knew.
All it was gonna be a big battle royale. Cause can you imagine us talking about them? But what he should have did was saying with Chris, if you know anything, I'm not into this. But if you watch what Diddy went through, you should pay that girl like Cassie got paid. You ain't got to give her $30 million, maybe like 50,000. You know what I'm saying? I feel you though, because I wouldn't negotiate with terrorists neither. Because she right now is pulling terroristic moves on y'all right now. She wasn't playing. When they said she did like United States dropped that Hiroshima bomb, dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. I mean, she dropped the atomic bomb. I would have probably been trying to, behind the scenes, look, what you need, about 10,000, 15, you know what I'm saying? Let's get this thing up under control. But my son would have paid it. He would have paid it. I would have promised you that. Any one of my boys would have cost me some millions. They getting put out. I love them, but you got to go. You don't, I'm telling you.
Well, Chris gonna be doing the same thing until the end of time. He been doing it. The world just caught a hold to it. We've been seeing it since 1990.
Because I did ask people who know him. I said, so has he always been like that?
Yeah.
So he always been a snobby person.
Snobby? Hell no. He wasn't snobby. He was trying to have friends. He had no friends like that back in high school. I told you. How many times I tell you? He was big. He wore them tight ass khaki pants. He had a briefcase with combination locks. And you seen a senior picture with that red and white checkered Where's Waldo sweatshirt.
Oh, that was his senior picture?
Yeah.
I think I'm finna go ahead and do the surgery myself now. Damn it.
I'm just saying.
Ain't no sense in me to keep getting out here working out, going to the gym, starving myself. I want to eat Snickers. I want to eat pies. Shit, I might as well get it done. Shit, I want to eat all that stuff too. I'm up here every day working out, having setbacks. I don't know what's going on. I might as well say 364 days. I'm gonna be in this thing.
Do you think there are more texts not disclosed?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can say that. Stanley Wood said hell yeah. I guess we all said it together.
Yeah, they all hell yeah.
There's more to come, probably.
More. I want to see his text right along with Johnny Cole's text.
I don't want to,
because you can't tell me that that man was given a plea with his pedophile biohazard walking ass.
Maria Carter just get to 5 people.
Oh, we gotta see. Precious got Precious.
We gotta do something.
Hey, Precious.
Thank you, cuzzo.
Raymond Stripling, Sweets and Gossip, Sandra Nichols Martin.
I'm just saying that Ozempic looking good now, Stanley. That Ozempic looking good. When you ain't gotta go in you ain't gotta go in the gym and watch what you eat, and none of that Ozempic looking real good right now.
They say it dries your ass up. And yeah, it sucks your eyes in.
I seen a lot of people around here looking like 6 o'clock now. I ain't saying nothing. Pancakes.
What's 6 o'clock?
Straight up.
Flat ass.
I got that from my uncle. I had some terrible uncles.
Let's see if you don't do the right exercise. That ass gonna go flat anyway.
Terrible uncle.
So what else is going on in Flint besides I'm tired of Chris Martin ass? He ain't never change. Yes, this ain't the last time, y'all. Stay tuned.
You owe me $5.
I owe you shit.
Yes, you do. No. You gonna pay. I'm finna throw this water at you because I told you. I said they gonna make news for us.
Let's get it.
Well, let's go. Ain't nothing wrong
with
it.
Something over here. I'm flipping the table.
Don't worry about it. I'm flipping you right out of here. You can believe that you can flip. You remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how Jazz got threw out? That's how the door opened it up.
Forget the Fresh Prince. Remember how Trill got threw out?
Oh my, nah. You just be wanting.
I still want to meet Ak. Whoever the hell Ak is, the way he tossed Trill shit out that door. I mean,
why you want to keep us in?
But you said Jazzy. I just said Trill.
I said Jazz I said a TV show.
Okay, and I said another TV show.
That wasn't a TV show.
He was live, wasn't he?
Right.
Okay, it was on TV. And he got threw out. Boom. Shit.
I see you woke up with violence, right?
I told you from 9 to 11, I don't have to be an activist. I'm a podcaster. I put my piece
in the building. What's up, Carl Lewis?
Uncle Carl, what's going on?
Man, you are like
Coldplay. What's his nickname? Coldplay?
Who?
Coldplay? Uncle Coldplay. Coldplay? No. Okay.
Yep.
You tell me to be quiet.
Yeah, let's get back to well, they said all the pipes are fixed.
All right. So anybody seen any goats in Flint?
I in the township.
That's what I compare the pipes getting fixed to. Anybody seen the goats chowing down on any lawns around here?
I have.
And for the people that don't know what I'm talking about or missed it, Flint bought was it the where Carmen Lewis at?
Land bank.
Land bank. 48 goats to come and eat the grass.
Well,
we come up with. I'm just.
Well,
saying,
listen. You don't need the black department. They ain't got to cut grass now. But who's gonna clean up the goat manure?
Oh! I know.
Huh.
Call the ambassador because she was picking up cow shit. I'm sure she can go get the goat dookie.
Something is like wrong with you personally.
She said it. She said it. All I do is repeat what these people say. She the one had nearly do that chat GPT speech and didn't proofread it and said she was over there picking up shingles and cow manure. Hell, even Ed was sitting there like, what did she say? She said cow manure over there in the third ward. I ain't never seen no cow over there. Never. And he made a great point. Like Ed said, if it was a cow over there, somebody would have some great steaks, beef ribs. I'm just saying, it would just been skin. Just skin. Come pick up this cow skin.
Hey man, listen, man. I know you said you was done, but I gotta put this up on here because my West Coast family said just okay. Last question. You went to school with him.
Yo, play. Okay, shit, Cole. Where the hell I get Cole?
I don't know, but it's out there.
Was he popular in school? Did he have friends? Okay, now put up KC's response. He was not a cool kid. I ain't gotta say it. I said, y'all, I ain't gotta say it.
She just said he's a big guy, big and tall.
She didn't. I'm looking at it right here. At Marcia A. Talbert. He was not a cool kid.
Okay, my bad. Southwesterners. Hey, I didn't consider him until I found that he blocked me. Oh shit, she didn't say. I gotta go find what she said. He wasn't a cool kid.
It's not that far up, but if you want to go ahead,
it ain't that serious.
Go ahead.
It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious.
It's serious to me. KC said he was not a cool kid. See, that ain't just me saying it. We got other people in here. I'm not making nothing up. You know, he was one of them that when the Bluetooth came out, he had to walk around in Myers, let everybody know he had a Bluetooth. Remember when they used to have the blue lights blinking on the Bluetooth, so you know if it was on, he was one of them. Because there was a lot of pastors in Flint that was sitting up there with their Bluetooth on. You know, like everybody had to know they had a Bluetooth. Like we couldn't go and buy them. They was only a direct link, like Jesus is on the main line. We know Jesus wasn't on y'all main line. I'm just saying.
Well, he was called by a man of allegedly God, the mayor. The mayor, religious as the mayor is, he wear his cross and he wear with proud Christianity running through his blood veins. You can't tell me the mayor not a God-fearing man.
Well, moving right along. What's the next holiday we got to screw up around here in Flint? Labor Day?
Yep.
Okay. That seems like we're going to screw it up. Look like people, maybe getting laid off for Labor Day. I'm still trying to learn about this big, beautiful bill. I think that's something that we need to dive into and discuss here on the bump. Like that's going to be affecting a lot of Americans across the United States.
But once again, goes back to what is listen, I'm just going to be straight up.
There's a lot of stuff in there. The infant mortality rate, is high amongst Black children.
Is it?
It's very high. Very, very, very high. And so it was told that Trump is, cutting out that, saying that was a form of DEI. I read that in an article.
Okay.
But I would like to, see what all that big, beautiful bill entails.
To me, I mean, I'll say this. They said he increased ICE.
He would.
He increased ICE.
Oh, so they can go up in the churches and stuff. I heard that now schools, they can walk in like anywhere, but they was doing that anyway.
Yeah. I mean, see, like this the stuff that, to me, this is where I don't want to get people when they say, oh, am I being, no, listen, I'm just proud to be a Black man in America. Let me be honest with y'all. And I'm going to call it how I see it. All that stuff that these people going through now. Because did you know they just ended the thing on Haitians too? Whatever moratorium they had on the Haitians. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. We've been getting pulled over. This ain't nothing new. So now that they feeling it, we supposed to have some type of compassion.
Wait a minute. You done switched to what? You on healthcare?
Yeah, I'm just telling you. Yeah, this all I'm wrapping it all up together. I'm just saying they voted for this man to come in here. They voted for Trump. Y'all know I voted for Kamala. Okay. The Democrats was in power. They had a lot of things they could have done. Now, you know about this Medicaid, when they saying cutting them off, who did you think they thought was going to affect the most?
They thought it was going to affect
blacks. Let's just be honest, because that's what they want to say. We only need 13 to 14% of the population.
And it's so true. But even here in Flint, people believe that it's going to affect us. I remember probably about maybe 10, 15 years ago, we had a CEO at Hurley, Patrick Wardell, came from New York. And we had like a CEO forum in the auditorium. And they were talking about cutting Medicaid back then for a lot of people. And it may be layoffs, the same speech we hear every year. And so this one white nurse stood up and was like, well, this will affect a lot of the black population. And he said, contrary to popular belief, as they done all the reports and the studies, he said, it is more Caucasian people and others on Medicaid in the Flint area than it is blacks, because we have a lot of shop workers and retired shop workers that have Blue Cross. She sat right back down. So people think that it's just hurting black people, but it's hurting lower income people, period. Black, white, blue, green, whatever color you are. It's classism, and I said it before, it's the new racism. It's no more middle class. It's going to wipe out middle class. You're either rich or you're poor, period. And correct, Dennis DeLoach, is going to hurt anyone that's poor.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be hard to distinguish between the Haitian and the black man. I know it's not. You gonna be that's a lie right there, Kenneth. You gonna be they fires pulling you over when you hear them talking. You'll be able to tell. But I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. I'm just saying. But I did see that they say the Haitians was fighting them in Brooklyn. I seen that they pushed them back. But this is the thing that they knew. Just like I say, man, when you go look what's going on, to me, it's like I don't care what nobody say. Even when you look at the jails. 40, we bought 43 million here. I didn't know damn that half our what's the name is population is what was it I was just reading this morning, man? Listen, we've been fighting. I'm just saying when they did these cuts that they doing, but the thing is when you looking at it, like you say, the rich and the poor. Look who you putting up in there. Remember, Democrats are supposed to be for the working class at one time, but they started making money.
People wake up one day. It's a lot of great comments in here.
Yeah.
Darnell Dumas, they just cut a Duke University NHI grant studying sickle cell. When asked why the grant was cut, they said it was awarded because of DEI. Yeah, that's the same thing we was talking about with the infant mortality studies.
Well, who really benefited from DEI? See, we got to be honest with it. DEI, I'll tell you this, blacks ain't benefit. We was the last ones on that DEI list. And since we're going to get to that, let's just go on and be real with this. That's just like this BS that they pulled with the Mann Act. Do you know the Mann Act? That was a racist law that they pulled out. They tried to go get Jack Johnson with. This is the games that we being played with right now. That when they say, do you know these laws that they was fighting for? You know who fought for them laws? Blacks. We fight for them laws and be the last ones to benefit from it.
Yes.
Because this answer is how are white women gonna fall up under minorities? How can they fall up under minorities? Just women, explain.
They cutting off the white and they just using women. Women is a minority.
But how is that?
Just like they did here in Flint. Remember when AC was fighting for the minority business that didn't get chosen on the school board? It was a white woman's company. I mean, let's think about it. Women are minorities, so that was the minority that he was fighting for, but it was just a white person.
But that's what I'm trying to. But look at all these people that fall under minorities. LGBT plus community. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. They fall up under minorities. So many people fall up under this minority thing, and guess who was fighting for it? Blacks. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why is we fighting for all of these things? Like, listen, everybody got a bill but us.
Right. That's because why don't we get together as a race of people, put our money together and go and demand something? We just always riding the coattails, waiting for somebody to come and save us. They got an Asian hate crime bill. They got every kind of crime bill.
Yeah. But you couldn't get the George Floyd bill passed.
Transgenders, gays, everybody's protected, but the black folk. Ain't nobody protecting us. But we don't need protection if we band together.
Yeah.
See, we help other races come in and attack us. They couldn't come in and get to our community if we didn't open the door and let them on in. There's a lot of great comments. Y'all took the time to write these comments. I'm trying to read them.
And I get it as far as disabled, but this is what I'm saying. I got what you're saying, Trey, but this is the game that they play. This is the game, and I agree with you, Maria. It is always.
I can't agree. What they saying?
I'm looking what Maria Carter just said. I'll put it up here.
Did you see what Miss Spring said? It's going to be a lot of children going hungry with the SNAP cuts.
Yeah, but you don't think them people know this?
They don't care.
That's the point I'm making.
I think that's the way of trying to eliminate public education again, and then privatize the school system.
Facts.
Or either get them to a charter school where we feed your children over here. I mean, you're going to see those commercials coming out.
Where you think they got that from, though, when the school lunch program came from?
I don't know.
The Black Panther Party. When they was feeding the babies over there, that's where they got that from. See, they destroy a lot of our stuff, but they take from what we didn't create it.
Right. Auntie Sherry said Trump's bad bill is eliminating most of all of our rights Black folks fought so hard to get: voting, working, and economic rights. Merck 76, rural hospitals, after school programs, and monies for ESL students have been frozen for NC while the federal government investigates the uses of these funds. Yep. Entering the Handmaid's Tale of life. Marcia, all of us going to be trying to escape to Canada. If you know, you know.
Fact. I'm with you, Justin Ellis. He said, look at the Target boycott. We can't even stand together and not shop at one store. No, because look who stepped in and took the money. What was that Kojic that stepped in and took the money?
No, that wasn't
Kojic. That was the Baptist, wasn't it?
Now I'm hearing little rumbles that they all have gotten some money, but the only thing that I've seen on paper was that when the National Baptist Convention Association had their convention a few weeks ago, that they were given $300,000 by Target Corporation. And
you split it between the 33 some churches they got. Everybody
33.
33,000. I think churches they got, they only get like 9,000.
I thought it was $8.
Was it 8? No, you maybe
we got 400 churches here in Flint.
Yeah. You right.
We got 400 churches here in Flint. So you just think 400 times forever. I mean, you got churches on every corner here in Flint, and then you got liquor stores. You got marijuana dispensaries, all in the hood, though. Just all in the hood. Not necessarily black hood. The hood can be a white hood, Mexican hood, but they all in the hood. Low income hoods. When you go out to these nice suburban areas, you do not see the marijuana dispensaries. So how come Flint got to share the money that they receive from the marijuana dispensaries with all of the communities? It makes no sense. They just put all of them in Flint because we're going to get some of the money anyway, and they can keep all of the drugs and all that mess in there. We'll just go in there to get our stuff and bring it back.
But look at this. Who they make it for? Look, they take it from you, and then look who they can say only ones can have dispensaries. How many dispensaries, minority dispensary is in Flint or in Genesee County?
Minority, none. They raised the bar so high for the black man selling marijuana that's putting them out of business.
That's what I'm saying. So corporate took over. It's nothing that they're not going to put in and not try to stop it. That's why I be so frustrated with a lot of stuff. Like, to me, we always talk about welfare for the poor people. What about welfare for the corporate? We never talk about the tax breaks that. Did you know GM them got bailed out? Did people forget that when they say, "Oh, you too big to fail"? It's impossible.
No, they did a whole bunch of restructuring for
Yeah.
GM. Came back and boom, they made more money than ever.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. Like they can find money for wars. Like, see, we don't never talk about that. They always find money for this and that. Even with that big, beautiful bill, when people were saying they weren't going to pass, go look at the Republicans who was talking junk. And then go look at, did they get some of the deals Trump cut for the one lady that was against it, but she ended up voting for it because you know what? He sent some pork chop her way. She got something that he wanted, but it's no different. You know what I'm saying? But this is America right now. This is when you let corporations take over, this is what you get. Like we supposed to expect businessmen to go in and negotiate for us. You know what I'm saying? It's a profit. This thing is about profit here.
Somebody called Jesse Jackson.
For what? He can be bought off? They gonna wheel Jesse right out there. Jesse don't even know what the hell going on. Don't even know. But you know what they gonna do? Because they know people, we like Sister Talib would say, we idol worshipers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They idol worshipers. That's why you can see Jamal Bryant, as you see it, they line him up to be the next man, the national preacher.
And we see that they trying to get the church to come back and overshadow Jamal Bryant.
I'm with you, Justin. He said, look at us, how many of us drink alcohol, but buy everything but black owned. Mm-hmm. Facts.
And it was companies like it do make you wonder. I had a conversation with a good friend, and they were telling me, you know, like Target. Just think about it. When it's Target, Target subpar. I mean, we know it's a billion dollar industry, but it was other companies that cut DEI. What made them just choose Target? In my opinion, I think Brian chose Target so he can go to all the other ones and say, this is what I can do.
Right.
If you don't want this to happen to you, I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. Because why you pick Target out? Why you didn't choose Walmart? You know, everybody go to Walmart. You got to have a little change, you know, a little extra change to go to Target. It's a little Target. But everybody go to Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, people like black folks like Harley Davidson's.
I got to agree with this one right here.
Ford. Them companies stop DEI.
This one right. Number of houses versus going to the state. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Going to the state. Okay.
Well, see, that's another example from way back then when they said, okay, look, don't think they didn't know that people was out here collecting numbers on the street with a number pad. They found a way to capitalize off of that. Then you got the lottery system that's going to pour back into the community schools, public education.
Facts.
I know for a fact, 5 people I know in my family probably have paid for a school through the lottery program. I'm just saying, we all know somebody that can play the numbers, okay?
Facts.
And play them a lot. So I don't know why that number, why the money is not dumped back into our communities.
Why would they?
Because that's what they said the lottery program was going to do. Nobody ever asked these questions. Well, how much money did we actually receive from the state lottery program? Have you ever heard anybody on the Flint Community School Board say anything about that?
Did you just see the president the president today on her page was big up and the superintendent talking about all the great things that they doing. When you got the blind leading the blind.
Who?
The president of the school board was highlighting the superintendent. Yeah, it was saying, well, we doing great things. Too. Well, they ain't got 10 blocks. I shouldn't be saying that, but it popped up on the page. Now. When I looked at it, I said, what they doing? And they graduating kids with a 3rd grade reading level. And she on here bragging about the great things that the Flint school is doing. All they doing is robbing the taxpayers, taking vacations, because the damn sure the kids ain't learning nothing.
Maria said, how many schools still open in Flint? I bet you can count them all on one hand.
Shit, probably on one finger.
The North Side has no elementary schools. The deep North Side, none. But they got all of them buildings still standing. Unattended, They not even closed off. It's dangerous. It's like a blight sitting in the middle of communities. And I think that they leave this blight here for us to get sick and tired and move out. That's what they want you to do. If you ride down Ballinger Highway, and I know everybody goes down Ballinger Highway at least once a week, maybe once a day for some of us, but at least once a week you ride down Ballinger. After you pass, if you're going back towards, I don't know the north, south, east, and west, but if you're going back towards Welch from McLaren, once you pass Save-A-Lot, you shouldn't see all these abandoned ass buildings. South. That's south. Okay. You shouldn't see all of them damn abandoned buildings. What's that Pastor Holly building? Before you get to Berkeley apartments, they got people in there having a damn party in the basement, okay? They was all like you. I'm like, what is them people doing down there? Like, I know if I see them, other people see them. They all down there. You got this on this side. You got buildings burnt out. And these are like in the major corridors that we know are going to get revamped in the next few years. You go down Clio Road. I ain't just picking on Ballinger Highway. Let's turn down Clio Road. All of them damn businesses that used to be open. Now they just sitting there. Sitting there. For what?
I don't even pay no more attention to them.
No, but then you hear I say that because then you have Liddell, Northside Pride. $75,000 that we know of, that she done got for Cyrus Park. But if you stand in the middle of Cyrus Park, guess what you're looking at? Clio Road. So you mean to tell me you don't see that shit, Liddell? You don't see all of that stuff on Clio Road that need to be torn down?
Hold up. Let's even go better than that. Now, she got to know she can smell, right? You can't smell that shit that's coming from behind Beavers to smell like it's death back there.
It smelled like that pool that they had in Beavers when it was the fitness place, like they ain't never dumped the water out of it.
Was you ever that there? It was stinking. It was like it was dead. Something dead was back there. But
common sense, I love it. Just Target was chosen for specific financial obligations that were already signed. Smart, 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 smart.
I don't know how they gonna get kids back. Would you send some kids back? Would you send your kids back to the Flint school system?
Absolutely not.
All this old advertising. You don't even have tool and die, machine shop, auto mechanics, wood shop.
I mean, the skill center.
No, you don't even have that no more. I'm not. You don't have that. That's not the Flint schools no more.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have any of the programs that we had.
Why would I bring my kid back to the Flint school system when you ain't offering nothing? And I agree that I think the Flint, FCS waited too long to try to rebuild. They was trying to get their new people in here. Then Trump got in office. They was getting their new people up in here, white people. And that new Flint was a serious thing that they was finna put down.
But these people, like, in my opinion,
talk to them.
I feel like we giving Trump too much credit.
No, we not.
I'm not saying me and you. Yeah. I'm just saying people as a whole. Mm-hmm. He couldn't do it without help from people that look like me and you, Mick.
You think he didn't get it?
You know what I'm saying? He always had them two strategically placed Negroes standing behind him, holding up MAGA signs, and them the first ones that they gonna put y'all ass in line to go back to wherever you came from.
Fact.
I was proud of that African president over there in Africa, some part of Africa. It was a woman president, and she said, if our people need a visa to come to America, then y'all need one to come over here. And she sent them Americans to get y'all ass out. She sent them back here.
As she should have.
Now that's what I call standing on business.
Yeah.
And I think if the world stood up against this tyrant that's running around in DC, it would be a much better place. He ain't coming to help us. Where the hell he been at? You think he didn't know the water was messed up when he came here to Flint the first time when he was president before?
What did the first president do before he was in here? Before he got in?
Huh?
Well, I'm just saying, Obama said I'm just showing you it's the playbook. Obama said the water was good because we can't leave him off. Didn't Biden just get in here? When Biden just here 4 years ago? What'd he do for the water?
What has any of them
That's
done?
the point I'm trying. Ain't none of them gonna do nothing because they all friends with each other. You had Gretchen Whitmer was so mad at Trump, this and that. Who was at the White House dealing with Trump?
Her.
Okay. Uniparty, as Miss Gladys, a uniparty.
That's true.
That's a uniparty. I just like look at the gatekeepers here. You got the mayor, you got the state rep, you got Liddell, you got. I mean, with the council people on this board, what you think they doing? What you think they doing? You got the EPA, if I'm not mistaken, saying the water good. I can't pronounce my man's name, but it's Burkina Faso or something. Ooh. I know who you talking about. Kenneth trying to say the dude name over Africa. I know the country is Burkina Faso. Is it Torre or Tory? I don't want to say the brother name wrong. But this ain't nothing new. It said Mexico is protesting American invasion. Now listen, this thing here then went all the way left. This whole, but what we seeing is just what we seeing here, like you just said. Miami seem like they're going against they city council and the mayor going against the. I'm scared if Miss Biggs do win that seat or when she do win it, what this mayor might do. You think this council might pull something like they just did?
They gonna try everything.
Yeah, because LaShawn, do you see all the games that's being played, the advertising, using the city resources to help push her campaign?
Mm-hmm. Yes, but the real question to me is that, you know, we can sit on here,
yeah,
and we can talk about it day after day after day after day after day, like we do. But the change has to take place downtown. Facts. With that council that we all have elected to put them up there to represent us. We can play like we calling point of orders and motions all day long, but until the people that have the power to do something about it, like Dennis said, is she using city resources? Well, damn it, we know that they are when we seen that little blue postcard go back out. So those are the type of discussions that I want to hear at council. I don't want to hear about Tanya's podcast and how long it is. We don't care about that stuff, Liddell. We want to hear about the real issues that are affecting us. Her podcast, if it's on all day or if she do a week-long marathon, is not going to bother us. Okay?
Don't watch it.
That's it. Don't watch it. If it's bothering you, Liddell, don't watch it. We want to hear about the real issues. We want to know about the homeless situation here. We want to know about the opioid crisis here. We see with our own eyes the misuse of funds every day. We see all of these resolutions going up. How we, like I said, we sit out here and we talk about it, but they don't do shit about it downtown. How come nobody has made a motion to say, let's bring all of the people back that has received ARPA funds and ask them for an update?
I ain't gonna do that because she got ARPA funds.
Or send in some money. Send not money. Send in a paper. Design some type of update form. Mm-hmm. Where's Ernst & Young at? That was supposed to be watching these funds.
I ain't seen them.
What purpose did the 12-member ARPA committee serve on that was getting stipends from the Mott Foundation? What purpose did they serve?
Good morning, Beverly Biggs. And then put a guy that was on the ARPA bus on that committee on council.
Until we get those discussions out of our council members, we're going to be sitting here talking about the same thing week after week, day after day. And to me, it's just seeming like redundant content. Because if you won't change, you gotta sit down there. You gotta ask the tough questions. I know you may not have the votes. Mays didn't have the votes on a lot of his stuff. And I'm not saying by far everything he did was right. Because for us in Flint, we know everything that he did was not right. But at least he had the guts to put the damn motion on the floor just to see how people was going to vote. Call them out right where they at. Don't be scared. I want to put a motion on the floor right now. Subpoena the mayor up here. Ask them about the blue card.
They ain't going to do that.
Well, until they do, it's it makes no sense that we hear day after day after day after day doing the same thing when we have elected officials that's not asking the right questions.
No, they need to. But I'll say this, and
that's right, Darnell. Put it on record.
And let me say this to the brother Jonathan, and I'm gonna keep going at this way. I have nothing but respect for the brother, but why would you pass the consent agenda and you didn't go through all them 14 things that got passed? You still let the mayor get $4 million passed. Push that right through there. What was like? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, I got to be honest, and I told y'all last Friday, if this make him to be all the way over there with the mayor, he was already over there with the mayor. I'm just gonna be honest. If I can't be honest, what made him sit up there and come back? And please don't come say God put this on your mind, bring God, and God ain't got nothing to do with these politics in Flint. Let's just, better yet, in America. Because if y'all saying that, these bills ain't reflecting what they would say. WWJ, what would Jesus do? I'm trying to figure out what would make you sit up there and pass that budget through, and then you might as well just pass the whole thing through.
Right.
You just should have passed it all through. That's how I'm with it. Now just pass it through.
Well, we had said it right here on the show. If those resolutions and amendments keep getting passed, he gonna have his budget back.
He getting it back.
If y'all think that Mayor Sheldon Neely is worried about anything that we saying on this show,
ain't.
He's not.
Because he know he got him one up there that's gonna
He's not.
I knew it was some foolish. If this really did happen, I'm allegedly. If you went down there in that mayor office to call people in your ward to say they got their roof did, dude, you got to be crazy as hell. And then the mayor get to talk to the people. He is putting a ploy in. He is campaigning, and you is helping them campaign. Mm-hmm. All of them who going down there in their ward sitting there telling, oh, you made to get your roof did. Oh, you get to talk to the mayor. Y'all are campaigning for the mayor and don't even see it. And I know that brother Jonathan, look, he's very highly intellectual.
And Shardy Shard, that should be a question that we shouldn't even have to type in here. When do the Flint City Council return from their vacation?
I don't even know why they on vacation, to be honest with you. I told you that.
They didn't try this shit until after Mays passed away. It wasn't no vacation. That was a full-time job. They knew it was full-time before they got on there. Vacation. It don't stop. It don't stop. I know. I personally know. No. Tanya phone ain't stop ringing. It's no such thing as vacation. When you take on that role as being a council person, vacation.
But you only meet twice, maybe a week, Winters. They might meet 5 times a month. Do you really need a vacation?
They have one meeting every week.
So 4 times a month. And you mean to tell me you needed a vacation?
And they got it. 2nd year in a row.
But you see how they voted together for that, though?
No, Tanya didn't vote for that vacation.
They needed 5 to get it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You see how they vote? I'm not saying the ones who didn't vote for it. Who voted for the vacation? Now, we can get it together right now. This should tell you all you need to know.
A 4-week vacation, Marie. Ain't that some shit? That's more than what we get on regular jobs.
Yeah, you don't vote for no damn vacation. And then voted for vacation because they thought they was going to get all the stuff passed, then had to call a special meeting. Why even go on vacation?
To come back from vacation. And Christopher Sims, he said he's sick of the president and the vice president. And that's something that should have been corrected before any other business. It is just my opinion. I ain't been down there.
Oh, no. I've never been. Said Tanya voted this year.
Oh, she did? I didn't think she voted for that. Okay, my bad.
Miss Eunice always keep us on track.
Okay, now you made me lose my sick of the vice president and the president. I feel like they give up a lot of their bargaining chips.
Mm-hmm.
When you passing his appointments and passing stuff, that shit that he want, that he gonna get, and we don't have nothing to bargain with.
Shout out to Dennis Pfeiffer.
I wouldn't pass shit. That's just me. I wouldn't pass nothing until we get let's vote on that president and vice president.
And don't come telling me God made you vote that way. I'm telling you, I don't.
Charter. They always want to holler about following the charter and doing this when the charter. And we got a president and a vice president that's supposed to get elected every November, and they done been sitting there for 2 years. I wouldn't even call them president and vice president. Why? How?
They don't. They
How?
they supposed to elect new officials. We couldn't do city business until we elected new officials.
That's what I'm saying.
Couldn't do city business until we elected new officials. We not finna elect a new president and vice president. Ain't no city business getting did. No, they don't. But Dennis, I say this. I get this because Dennis Pfeiffer the only one, and I'm not trying to knock on nobody, but y'all might as well just pass this stuff through because you're still this mayor gonna get his budget, and I can't. You know what I'm saying, Jonathan? If you don't, I'm just telling you, I gotta be real with you on that. Y'all passed 14 things, resolutions that didn't even get talked about. Consent agenda pushed it right on through. And y'all was more worrying about some kids not getting them jobs. Like, you know, you passed 4 million through. What was 300,000 gonna do?
But he took they postponed the youth job program indefinitely. So I guess he was $75,000 that a day until he got his. I mean, who was that who told us that he got more money to spend than the mayor of New York City?
Facts.
They limit in New York for the mayor is not that $75,000 in Flint. Like, where is he getting his money from? Where is he getting it from?
And they ain't even brought him up on that. How is you gonna go if they said close Clio Road down and he kept it open, and y'all ain't bring up no charges on that because y'all said, and they voted to close it down.
Well, Keisha Denise, she said they don't have the political will to cause good trouble. Some are still trying to protect their council seat. It ain't working. That's just like the U.S. House of Representative, Congress, senators, all of that stuff down there in D.C. They passing this big, beautiful bill. They know, some of them know in their heart that this is BS, but they too scared of Trump and getting called out. So they just going to roll with the punches, knowing that people in their families is going to be indirectly hurt. And if you haven't been, you know what? God has smiled, or whoever you pray to has been fulfilling your life with the best. But let me tell you something. In a blink of an eye, you can fall on hard times.
Look at Chris Martin.
Don't be so quick to judge people if they have to go out there and get on Medicaid. Because you too, or your children, or somebody that you love is either on it or going to be on it. Because this what the U.S. is doing, just like this.
Fall of America.
Some of y'all that got good jobs out here, in a blink of an eye, especially healthcare. Look at it. Look at all the rural hospitals that are closing. Then that's jobs. You think about Medicaid, you think that ain't gonna close some of these hospitals down? How they gonna pay for all the staff? Especially the city hospitals that take everybody. Think about this for a minute. Let's just use Flint for an example. Hurley Medical Center. They take everybody, insurance or not. But they help them get on Medicaid so they can get some type of payment back. But guess what? If Medicaid is cut out, and we're not saying it's gonna get it's not coming like next month. Right. It may not even come the end of this year. But when this shit do take effect, and if the hospital's not getting reimbursed, guess what? They're not gonna need all them nurses. They're not gonna need all of them janitors because it ain't gonna be nobody there. This is gonna be across the board cuts. This is gonna affect the leadership. Them big time paid positions, they ain't gonna need all of y'all. You looking at the low class and the low income and the middle class, that soon may be you. Nice. Don't be so quick to judge others. I've seen that a lot, and it bothers me. It bothers me. That's all I'm saying.
No, well, good. You got it off your chest.
Got it off my chest.
Got it off your chest.
Yeah.
A whole lot of stank was on you. But what I'm saying is, being honest, family, it is what it. But like I say, what they thought was gonna happen. That Project 2025 that the Democrats, why didn't y'all have up under the Obama era when you had both houses, up under the Clinton era when you had both houses? Why didn't y'all put protocols in to stop this? You know why? Because a lot of them go along with it. And when they had it, they could have did a lot of things. But the Democrats, like you see the Democrat Party in disarray right now. They got all their people because I'm telling you, I don't know. I might just give a party affiliation. And just whoever I'm gonna vote for, I just throw the fucking, like how you just throw the coin up in there. If it heads or tail, that's how I might be going in voting now.
Shit, the way we've been voting our own demise.
So have
vote Democrat,
from both
vote
sides.
Democrat. They gonna help us.
Both sides have played games.
Right.
You got to go look at Reagan, brought drugs into the hood, and then get mad caught. I mean, Iran-Contra. Like, people keep forgetting these things.
But when them drugs made it to the suburbs, guess what it was called? The war on drugs.
Facts.
Opioids. We ain't the ones making the pills and stuff here. No. Heroin, the meth, fentanyl. But as soon as it reached the suburbs, then it became an opioid crisis.
Yeah.
You know, let's put it in the hood, but slowly it gets out there. Then it becomes a problem.
Yeah. When it
reaches their family. Yeah, just like this big, beautiful bill. You just watch what I tell you.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of people. You listen, go watch, you go see it. You see a lot of them Trumpsters, like, he betrayed us. Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't think this was going to happen, did y'all?
That's true. Very true. Oh, Carol Kincaid, I seen that with Elon Musk. He wants, now he mad. He mad because Trump said, you know, everybody doesn't want I don't want an electric car. I may still want to put gas in my car because see, he got friends in the oil and gas industry.
But you know how many subsidies he getting? Like he said, he getting over $30-some billion.
That's true.
So what you mad about?
Elon wanted them to, he was gonna get paid off of that Tesla and all them electric cars.
Trump couldn't keep his promise.
If Trump put that into motion, like where everybody had to have an electric car, like what they did with the electronic medical record system.
But do you see how they tell on each other now?
Oh yeah, they get mad. They always tell on each other.
We might need to deport him. Then Elon said, well, your wife not American.
Oh, well, they coming out now. They said that Elon was lying. It is no Epstein list.
Oh, he lying now.
Yeah, he was just no Epstein list.
You know why the president in on it? You know, he was on the list. You see him and Bannon beefing with each other.
He should be beefing with everybody.
No, I'm saying these Trump guys, these was all Trump people. They beefing with each other. And he's saying Bannon should have went to jail. You see how they want to tell on each other now? They done tricked the people. I am too, Taz. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, the EV, that's what Elon mad about. He done found out I helped you win. I gave you this money for you to win this race, and this how you do me.
Right.
How many people have I started and kicked me in the face? I understand it.
Auntie Sherry said it's a rural hospital in Nebraska that's closing now. See? That's what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of hospitals closing. And people will not be able to get the health care that they need. Therefore causing more deaths.
I'm like with Maria Carteret. Did anyone see, not to cut you off, did anyone see the man whose wife was detained by ICE and he still supports Trump? Tell me you hate your wife without telling me.
Right. Deport her ass. Send her back.
Gone.
I'm gonna come get you, boo. Send her back. Send her back. I'll be over there to get you in a minute. As soon as I can get to Cuba as soon as possible. Or wherever he's sending them back to. What I'm saying is people don't think that they can get touched, and this is gonna he's showing you. He's showing you. Project 2025. How come they ain't tell us about this big, beautiful bill? I know they just didn't write it as soon as he got in the office. It took a while to come up with this, but they ain't tell us about that. They ain't tell us about that.
No, but this is population control. I've been putting stuff on my page, man, like Henry Kissinger. Y'all go study who he is. Zbigniew Brzezinski. Go study who these people, I'm telling y'all, who these people is, and then y'all gonna find out how really this thing is rolled. You see people who got the shot. Can't say the word, but I'm gonna say the magical shot. How that's coming out? Told people they couldn't work no jobs if they didn't get the magical shot.
ATL in the building. What's up, Jeff? That's true. That's true.
And how that came out. I didn't go for it.
Lolene Kimmons here in Boonesville. What's that? Mississippi. The main hospital is on the list as well. See, I'm not just making this stuff up. Y'all better get prepared. You better get prepared. You better get prepared. Well, let's open up the phone lines. Let's open the phone lines today.
I'm glad we dodged that bullet, though.
And y'all tell us what y'all think about this big, beautiful bill. We really going to dive into that and talk about it. I'm going to do some reading tonight.
Gotta do some reading
And
on
we're
that.
gonna talk about this big beautiful bill, but what do you all think about it, and how is it affecting your areas? Also, if we got any people in Texas, our hearts go out to all the people that lost lives. They still trying to find people from the flood
In
damage.
Texas,
So
yeah.
prayers out for the people in Texas, across the USA. If you're going through some
In the Carolinas, I heard got hit too.
wow. So like I said, it can be in their backyard today and ours tomorrow. I mean,
Right.
I seen a video where the people was filming the water going down the street. Then it came and busted in their windows and the wall of their house.
Thanks for coming back. Yeah, because people, man, listen, it said there's 11 people still missing. Thanks for returning. It's really finna go bad. Like she said, Mississippi voted for this mess. Read Project 2025 compared to the big, beautiful bill.
Phone lines 810-610-7851. Call us.
To me, they want to create this madness. That's just in my humble opinion. Like they doing this purposely, where they gonna cause a civil war.
Facts.
America think it won't. They gonna. To me, it's like they trying to cause another civil war, which is crazy. But did you hear what the people say? Yeah, they saying first thing they say, you got to watch what you eat. Oh, damn. Delgin saying they have 4 hospitals closing in Paris just alone.
In his parish down there in New Orleans.
Yeah,
See,
they call them parishes. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. We need them all.
And think about how far, Delgin, I'm sorry, Mickey, but Delgin, if they close those 4 hospitals that's close in your parish, how far you got to drive to get to the next hospital? See, those are the things that I want people to start thinking about. Health care. Like, I can't wait to our little local government can get their shit together, because there's much bigger issues that need to be tackled. Health care is one of them. How come we don't have universal health care? I seen in the comments where somebody said, are they going to cut the Medicaid for the children that was affected by the water crisis? Hell, they never did get it.
Facts.
They never did give them no Medicaid.
Medicaid, no, they never did nothing for nobody.
If you was on Medicaid, you just got Medicaid, but they didn't give it out specifically for the children that was affected.
It said girls admission for the summer camp as well, the girls that are already gone. Wow.
Man, they said it came through and just wiped them out. The water they was sleeping. They just wiped out the whole summer camp.
Damn.
Like I said, in a blink of an eye, your life can change. You got to stop looking
once
down
they
on
said
others.
The kids did get it. Maria Carter said, my kids have it. And Jasmine said, yes, they did.
Oh, well, I know a lot of kids that didn't. So if your kids got it, you are blessed.
Yeah.
You are blessed if your kids got it, because I'm telling you, personally, I know some kids that was affected by the water crisis. Maybe they didn't do the paperwork. See, that's everybody don't have access to the same thing.
Yeah, it was a lot of people that did miss out. Some didn't know what to do. Let me be honest. Some didn't know.
So Jasmine said Medicaid was open to all children in Flint, regardless of what income household. People didn't know that.
But she said, but I think it
people
ends
didn't know
soon.
that. People didn't know that. I can tell you people didn't know that.
Yeah, she said, but I think it ends soon. Yeah, everything ends soon. That's just like they got that $100 million. And let me say this too, because I know you waiting on the call. To all them damn people, and I know y'all watching. I know y'all watching, but let me say this to you, to you people. When y'all knew that the damn what's the name was finna be cut off, but y'all still had us out here running around saying, bring back the water pods. Y'all got that $100 million and knew that the water pods were not coming back. I'm talking to the unconcerned pastors. I'm talking Melissa May's unconcerned self too. Y'all knew them water pods was not coming back. And y'all just sit up here and play it on the people. I hope it's a hell for y'all. Sit up there, play it on the people, but y'all got paid from it. That's to show you what type of. I put the number running across the bottom. Now that's. But where's the state rep talking about that at? But she probably knew y'all got y'all money. Said I ain't finna go down there and tell them bring the water pods here. Like them people knew the water pods wasn't coming back. But you see how y'all throw all these fake activists up in people's faces? I'm just telling you, listen.
Stanley said you had to be in the income limit for that Medicaid.
Man.
But see, again, shooting the shitty, you have to apply. Apply. It's always some type of application process and qualification that you have to meet. And like I said before, all you should have to do is just show ID saying you stayed in Flint during the time of the water crisis. You was affected.
But look,
if you worked in Flint, you was affected.
Facts. You got Allen said United States was going to give universal health care, but because blacks were going to be covered, it became a no vote. Because I'm trying to
blacks is going to be covered.
I mean, that's what I just put it up there allegedly. But I want to know, how does these other countries have universal health care, but America don't?
Oh, they got it in Canada?
Got it in Israel. And we send them money every fiscal year.
That's crazy.
And they got universal health care.
That's crazy. That's
crazy.
I'm sorry about all the people that died, but you mean to tell me we sending money over there and they got universal health care and we suffering right here at home?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you look at it, it's just like I think Tupac was born before his time. He was the first one that I heard him say, we got money for the wars, but not enough money to feed the poor. He was the first one I said, like, you got people walking around here, like he said, with 200 million. Look at Jeff Bezos, whatever that man name is, worth
you said it right.
$1 billion. All of this money, they could just give a little bit to help out people. And what they do, they give to foundations.
Mm-hmm.
They give to charities. But it never reached the people that it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Never. You tell me what program Bruno Mars, he gave $1 million to Flint. The foundation down there, community foundation. And most people thought, oh, okay, well, we're about to get some money. No, they had to give him a list of projects that they came up with. And his team had to pick. He chose to put in playgrounds to keep the children active from the water crisis. You know, one of the playgrounds that bulldozer that was traveling at that high speed of 3 miles per hour that they couldn't catch last month and tore up one of the playgrounds. Have they ever caught who was driving the bulldozer yet?
Man, that's terrible. The ride by, you got to ride by, what's that, DuPont, and you got to see DNH in the funeral home. Just another sore eye.
Oh, Uncle Carl said Marvin Gaye also said it too. See, I listen to Tupac, you listen to Marvin Gaye, but I listen to Marvin Gaye too, Uncle Carl.
Inner City Blues.
Yep.
Inner City Blues is the song.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what it's going to take for America to come together with all of this black, white, blue, green, when all of us are getting hurt. All of us are getting hurt. Rich, like I said, you can be rich today, you can be poor tomorrow. Let that stock market crash and see how many companies going to go belly up.
And they will do that, though, because they did it before.
Exactly.
See, they'll play games because they be like, oh, it was too many millionaires. Too many people was coming up. Let's do a reset.
Right. Right.
See, that's what you'd be running into, a reset. Like right now, if you're looking at it, they listen, it's 300 million, I think, Americans. Let's just say 200 million working. Do you think it's 200 million jobs?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
That's the point. And then let's say this, let's go with this. Even the jobs that, as they say, the illegals are working, who want to work them jobs with no benefits?
They do.
Because we not going to do it. We done already did our 200 years of free slavery. I mean, free working and not get paid, Jim Crow. We went through all of that. We want to be paid, baby.
I think at the end of the day, everybody want to be paid.
Yeah. We want to be paid. I'm just telling you what it is. But it's crazy. It's really crazy on what's going on, how this thing is imploding, but you're seeing people steady getting rich. Because even with all this with Trump doing the cuts, that was for rich people, right?
Mm-hmm.
All them tax breaks he gave.
Mm-hmm.
What president have you seen marketing their own stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you, Alan, and this is truth. Said America can't come together. This system was built by wicked-minded people. It was. Go watch how they did. They've been trying to get this thing together, how they got it. You got a Republican and a Democrat, right? Republicans come in and do this. Democrats got to come back in and redo what the Republicans did. Republicans come back in and redo what the Democrats did. Do you see that how the people getting hurt?
Right. And then it was like a plan all along. If you looked at it, Obama was president, remember? Mm-hmm. He couldn't get nothing. He couldn't get nobody appointed to the Supreme Court. He couldn't get nothing. Trump came in his first term. He appointed all of these judges, everybody all around the damn country. Now he's back in and they upholding his stuff. You got states that's trying to sue his ass over this stuff, but he got the judges at the federal. I mean, the same thing we see here. The judges, some of them are bought on a local level. Now we're seeing them on the federal level.
But it always been. What's the majority? What's the makeup of the Congress?
Is my phone on? I'm seeing a bunch of missed calls. I'm sorry.
What's the makeup of Congress? What's the majority of it?
I don't know.
White men. So what you expect
you're going to talking about the numbers, the
Democratic,
I'm just saying, split.
Even with both parties, because that's both in there. What you think the makeup is?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to think of the mind state that we dealing with. There's no reason. I know I say this every time, but why is like when they looking at this 14th Amendment, this and that, do you understand who that was for? It's just funny to me that we seeing how this mayor pulling up old rules on the book.
That was for slaves, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of this stuff, and people don't want to admit of it. At one time, we was only considered 3/4 of a human. Or was it 3/5 of a human? You got to understand that right there. This is what we dealing with. Everybody can say, oh, it's not like that again. That's a damn lie. In some neighborhoods, you can't even roll in. We still got sundown towns around here. Yeah, right, Kenneth. It was Senator Manchin and Kristen Sinema. It was Manchin. And you got to think, people keep forgetting about them Dixiecrats. Them are your Southern Democrats, family. I know y'all don't want to hear that. Them were your Southern Democrats. They've been sitting up here playing games with us out the whole time. Mm-hmm. And people keep acting like these rules, like I said, what they went, and you know what, and I hate to bring it up, but I am. They had, when they did this Puffy stuff, like, did you see how bad they tried to dirty Puffy up as far as media? Mm-hmm. But what they forgot to tell you, Diageo made $81 billion. They owe him $2 billion. Damn. Do y'all understand that the game that he helped bring their company back to life? Do people understand that Michael Jordan, the money that he made, Phil Knight, great game, kids ain't got to do nothing. Why Jordan ain't worth $20 billion?
Right.
He the one that was running up and down the court, scoring on points, dunking. Phil Knight ain't do nothing. When Kanye West wanted to go do his thing, but when people say, it's no, I'm gonna show you what the racism at. Go to Keep Moving Up, and they're gonna show you who you is. You get your wake up call.
1/8.
That's just like with Tyler Perry. Have y'all paid attention that this dude, all of a sudden, Tyler Perry, we finna take Tyler Perry down. But why they didn't do this big thing on that Hollywood exec that groped my man Terry Crews? How long was he in the paper? How long was he on the news?
Right.
It's funny how we make the news. Puffy was making the news. All this stuff was coming out, but they don't bring that up on them. Mm-hmm. Now we got the Latinos telling us what we need to do. Where was y'all at when we needed y'all? This is the segment because ain't nobody. This called Hold Your Nuts. Just like we got a hold ours, y'all got to hold yours. We've been here getting our ass whooped left and right. Then we just have a truck driver that got hung. So he hung himself. Mm. We get entertainers, they string them out on drugs. But this all the stuff that we go through and don't see nothing wrong. You see, you know what I'm saying?
Right, Alan. We always bring these Cadillac back to life.
But Cadillac, how much Cadillac did for us, for the black community? Saved them.
Gotta have a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not finna jump out here talking about listen, do y'all understand how, like they say, it was been slavery, but they never seen slavery in the annals of history, how it got did in this thing called America. Y'all let that wrap around y'all mind. When you took a people, set up here, can take their babies away from them. What you think when you taking and sending it to another plantation? 4-year-old kid, 5-year-old kid, they was having a picnic. You want to know where the picnic came from? Same thing that y'all got. We can go through American history dealing with black folks.
But let me
go ahead.
I just want to tell you what your mayor said about the big beautiful bill. Mayor Sheldon Neely talked about how the American dream could easily become the American nightmare if the proposed budget and spending bill is passed. He spoke at the bus tour that came to Flint recently. During the Stop the Billionaire giveaway bus tour, which made its way to Flint on June 27th, opponents of the bill talked a great deal about its extending of tax breaks that would have otherwise expired at the end of 2025 at the expense of cuts in programs for low-income families and individuals. In quotations, let's not let the American dream fall victim to greed. That's what Mayor Sheldon Neely said. Let's not let the American dream fall victim to greed.
Ain't that some shit there? He just squandered $94.7 million. Gave it away.
Let that sit there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he make speeches? He can always jump up and say this, but what is his bank account looking like?
Well, pretty damn good from where I'm sitting.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. What you telling me, feeding?
I had somebody ask me, "What y'all state representative ain't doing nothing?" I said, "She's married to the mayor." Yeah. Who was the state rep?
Right. Don't she supposed to be seeing all the 501c that's coming through here? Don't she supposed to be advocating for the? But you know what?
She is advocating for them.
I'm not even her.
She is advocating for them.
I'm not mad at her not advocating for the schools to get no more money. You know why? What have the school system did here in Flint? FCS did. Oh, you want to brag about giving your superintendent $200,000? I don't know. Allegedly, they say if you get on the school board, you get a vehicle now. Well, allegedly.
Well, hell, didn't they didn't they give back some extra money? Good morning. You calling for the bump? Hello. You talking to me?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what is going on. We got a president of the school board. She bragging like the school board doing good things. When you got kid reading literacy is down like it is, you shouldn't even be on here bragging about nothing. But this is what we get. Like, I mean, they act like they really want something around here. I'm looking at kids like when they saying how the school system is, and what I send my kids back, hell no. Nah. Okay, when you can send your kids right down there to U of M. You know what I'm saying? And you get a better education and preparing from college. Do they know your hours? Do they know your hours?
Who?
The call. 9 to 11. Yeah, 2 minutes.
I know
120 seconds. Yeah, I am.
I know you ain't.
Yeah, I am.
Keep going with the program.
I'm ready to crash out on you right now.
We keep going with the program.
But back to what I was saying. This is part of the Flint School FCS education. So we can understand, like, if she was a nut, you knew they was going to bring out more. But I just want to say, the school board, you are doing a wonderful job. Kids are reading at an unbelievable level. Some say they're already college ready.
For what college?
Streets. See, look, Maria, the kids ain't even learning finances. Don't know how to write a check budget. Damn, they don't know how to write in cursive. They took that out.
But your mayor is showing them financial literacy. He's going around with the little piggy banks. And
how many kids really paying attention to him?
I'm just saying.
How many really paying?
I'm just saying.
Don't you know they saying they probably, like when little Miss Flint looked at Trump when he came, that's how them kids looking at when they see him.
Hey, little Miss Flint. That's Miss Flint. She 18 now.
No, when she was little Miss Flint. Remember when Trump came to try to talk to her and she gave him the infamous look like, no.
No, I like the look that her sister had on her face when LaShawn came and put her arm around her. That was classic.
It was some remnants of when the president came. I said the superintendent had a stipend for about $600 a month for vehicle. That's all you need to know, boy. These people is fleecing the city, man. They spending y'all money, family.
Spending it good.
They spending their money. They doing all this. They going out of town. They going here. They taking trips courtesy of y'all, and ain't none of them trips came back and did nothing for y'all.
He got $600. So that's, I mean, shit.
That's gas money. By what I spent.
I ain't mad at him. When their mama say when you find a fool, bump their head.
Let them bump it. And Flint is the fool.
Sure is.
Flint is the fool. Ain't he a pastor?
Yes. Yes.
Ooh-wee. The church is losing right now. Satan is winning. I think Satan took a lot of these so-called men that was called by God. I think that was the devil telling y'all to go preach.
But is it his fault? Is it Kevin Jones' fault?
That you a pastor?
I mean that no. Not let's take the past out of his position.
Well, you a man of God though. You supposed to know better. No, I'm not saying.
But he went and what's he supposed to say? Don't pay me that much. Would you say that?
What I said, I'm not saying I was called by God.
No, but let's take God out of it.
We can't take God out of it.
Are you blaming Kevin Jones or should you blame the school board? Like we can't blame Mayor Neely for that $75,000 spending cap that he got when the council ain't took it back from him.
Well, I don't look at him being a man of God. See, I don't see it that way.
Why not? He's the one the mayor is getting crosses embroidered on his hat.
The reason I say that though, because I'm trying to see on Sundays when you go to your church and you going to pray, right? You talking about God and what Jesus and done. But yet your school, you are letting kids pass who are reading at a 4th grade level.
And Kevin Jones is going to sit up there and tell you, I'm not doing anything, Mick. It's the teachers. The school board, they report to him. Or does the superintendent report to the school board? Who's out there in the classrooms? Because every time we go to them Flint Community School Board meetings, I think everything is going okay. Because it don't be nobody in the audience but me, you, and Deborah.
Answer this question. What is the superintendent job? What is the superintendent job? I mean, because then I can get a clear picture because I already know what it is because I had a conversation with a person in education this morning about it. I know what it is, but I just want to know what is the superintendent job? Maybe we can answer some of these questions you just threw on me. They said, oh, my bad. Chris Caleb, thank you. Said this Kevin Jones is responsible also.
Never said he wasn't responsible.
I'm just saying, but look at the things that's going on in the school system. Like when Liddell came up there and cussed out Maurice. What did he do? Nothing.
Was it reported? Was it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was reported.
Who reported?
They did. I'm not gonna go. I'm not at liberty to tell everything. I tell you off the bat.
Was it an investigation?
Yes, it was.
Here?
But what it was, he was on Liddell's side, and the other person, board member, was on the other person's side. That's all I can go into it. Y'all read between the lines. I shouldn't have probably said that much. You got any closing words? Once I got to get out of here. We out. See y'all tomorrow, family. Gotta go.
We did not gather here to ask politely. We are here to declare with one voice that injustice has met its match with the people of Flint. This moment is not about one man. It's about every citizen. Black, white, Latino, Asian, Native American, and beyond, who has been ignored, mistreated, and silenced by the very systems that is meant to protect them. It's about every family who has buried their pain in silence. It's about every child growing up in a city where power speaks louder than truth. We are done waiting.